Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grue. And for Grue, we got a very special guest today. He's in a movie called Birth the Birthday Cake, and he was known as Bruce Wayne in Gotham. I am talking about David Mazouz, and I am looking forward to talking to him tonight. And he is a cool guy. He goes to college and everything. So I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Rume, and the Grue Rume is coming up next with David. All right, welcome to Grue, and thanks so much for coming back on and being a guest again, buddy.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be
Yeah,
back.
sweet man, sweet. And I was just talking to you before we came live. You said you're back in school again, right?
Yeah, I'm back at Stanford. I'm here for the summer. I'm taking classes. I took a quarter off last quarter, last couple months in the spring, so that I could come back because I missed the campus so much. I missed all the people. We still don't have classes in person. It's still all over Zoom, but
Oh,
it's just really
really?
nice to be back, here in the space.
Nice, nice. So like you don't have any classes actually in like school. It's everything's
No,
on Zoom.
yeah, everything's still on Zoom or pre-recorded lectures.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I
Yeah,
I
it's. I
thought
mean, I've kind of unfortunately gotten used to that. I've had more college like that for the last year and a half um, than the first 6 months when it was in person. So like, it's kind of sad, but yeah, that's kind of like what college has become for me now. So like,
oh
just
wow,
computer school.
wow.
But I'm super excited for the fall. When I think in the fall we'll have. I don't know if it'll be fully back in person, but largely back in person, and I'm really excited for that.
Nice. And like you got friends that that live there, like live in dorms and stuff. And
I'm rooming with one of my really good friends. We have a whole housing pod that's on our floor, and yeah, I'm excited to meet people too. I'm sure there's a lot of people because not everyone's back for the summer. It's a definitely a minority. So excited to meet new people that I didn't get a chance to meet earlier.
oh wow, nice. And like do you still get if you're walking along like the school or just like walking in streets or getting something to eat, do fans still like stop you yet and say, "Oh wow, there's Bruce Wayne from Gotham"?
It happens occasionally, definitely not too often. It also depends definitely on where I am in the country. Like, I know this show is like a very New York show, very East Coast show. So if I'm in New York, I get recognized a lot more than I do than say California.
Gotcha.
Um, yeah, gotta plug my computer in.
And like I wanted to talk to you about you're in a brand new film, Birthday Cake, and uh how did you wind up getting the role to be part of the film?
Well, I think my managers were involved in producing the movie. So I was in London. Well, I was actually not in London yet, but I was in London last, I guess it was summer of 2019, doing a program at RADA, which is the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. I was doing like a 2 week acting intensive, and I got a call like right as I was starting that they wanted me to do this movie, The Birthday Cake, and it seemed like such a cool opportunity. I'm sure we'll talk about it a little bit more, but I was really excited about doing it. But I'd have to leave RADA, the program that I was really excited about. Actually, one of the directors on Gotham, Mark Tondra, told me about it because he studied there. And so I took his advice and I didn't want to go to school there, but I wanted to like try it out. So I went for the 2 week conservatory, and I had found out that I really wanted to do this movie, and I'd have to fly back home a few days early. So I did that, but so I got to do both. But yeah, that's how it came about. It was really kind of just came out of nowhere. Just my managers called me and they were like, yeah, they want you to do this movie, and
Oh
so I
wow,
just did it. Yeah, it was really cool.
nice, it's awesome. And like for anyone who doesn't know about the film or anything, I mean, if they follow you and follow your page, I'm sure they know about the film. But for those who don't, can you tell us about the film and who you play in it?
Absolutely. So the film's called The Birthday Cake. It's directed by the brilliant Jimmy Giannopoulos. He is a musician. He's a director. This is his first full feature movie. And he absolutely killed it. I'm so impressed, and I had a great time working with him. But anyway, I digress. The movie is called The Birthday Cake. It's a modern day mob movie. It takes place in New York, takes place in Brooklyn, in one neighborhood of Brooklyn, largely over the course of one night. It explores like kind of the mob, or like the Italian mafia that you know so well from movies like Scarface and
Oh yeah.
Goodfellas, and like how that's like that same like sect of the Italian mob, like it is today in 2021 in Brooklyn, and the rising tensions of familial duties and mixing. Sorry, I'm getting off track. One of the cool things about this movie is that like it's about people who look bad on the outside,
Okay.
but you get to know them as people, which is something I think Gotham also did really well with its villains.
Yes, exactly.
But you get to understand why they make quote unquote bad choices or evil choices, which is really cool. So that who I play is a young version of the main character, and you see me interact with all the people that kind of set up the different tensions in the movie. For example, Ewan McGregor's character, who is my priest, Father Kelly. He's giving me spiritual advice after the passing of my father. And I meet up with, and I won't get into it too much, but that's the basic gist of it.
Wow, nice. And I see the character you play, Geo. You played the young version, and Shiloh plays the old version of Geo, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah, Shiloh Fernandez plays the older version.
did you get to work with him at all on the set?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't work together because we
Yeah,
played
of
the same character,
course.
but he was there when I was shooting my scenes in LA, and we didn't even so much talk about like the character and like figuring out different mannerisms. Like that was all kind of brilliantly done through Jimmy. But Shiloh came up to me, was super nice. Told me he was very happy to have me on the project.
Nice.
Um, and uh, and yeah, we just talked. He's a great guy, and I got to meet him, got to talk to him, about and it's interesting, like meeting someone who's playing the same character as you in the same
Yeah,
movie. But also,
exactly.
it was cool watching it, because that day was like I think it was before he had shot anything, so he hadn't like. I feel like he had, I'm sure he had, because I go at him when I say he wrote the script. Never mind, forget that. But I forget what I was saying. Anyway, it was a great meeting. That's my point. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. But it was a great meeting him. He's a great guy.
And how was it like working for Demi? Like,
Oh, it was great. Yeah, awesome. Like I said, he's a super cool guy. Like, and also the producer Raul, and the first AD, and also producer Cassius. Like the whole, it was very much felt like a family, a group of people that just very like super beyond friends, just family with each other, and wanted to make a passion project together. And the birthday cake was the product, and I'm just really happy that I got to be part of that, because I not only felt like I was being welcomed into the project, but also
mhm.
welcomed into that family, which was really cool.
Nice, nice. And what did what did you like most about filming this?
What did I like most about filming this? I think, there's so many things. It was such a fun time. It really was. I think my favorite part was this one scene where I got to do some action stuff, and I got
Oh,
to bring
sweet.
back the stunty kind of skills that I did in Gotham, which was really fun to do, because that was always my favorite thing to do in Gotham. So I won't give away too much as to what happens in the birthday cake or what the scene is, but I have a gun in it, and I may or may not get punched, and it's a good time, and it was very fun to do.
Nice. And was there like any funny or cool behind the scenes stories that happened on set?
um, I mean, I only worked on the movie for a couple of days,
Okay.
so I don't have too many tidbits. But like I said before, it really felt like a family. It was just like the warmest, most relaxed, like coolest but also at the same time you could tell every like energy on set, but at the same time you could tell that everybody was so talented and also dedicated and excited about this movie and like determined to make it as best as they possibly could. And it was just the best energy in the air. Yeah, sorry, it's not like a funny story, but I just cannot praise like the people working on this movie enough.
Nice, nice. And I was reading something about you before you joined Gotham. Like you were a big fan of the Christian Bale Batman films, right?
Mhm. Huge fan, love him.
Nice. So like when you joined the set of Gotham to in order to play Bruce Wayne, did you did you watch any of like the older films, like not so much to look at how bad Batman is, but like playing a Bruce Wayne?
Absolutely. Yeah. I looked at everything. I looked at the comic books, the movies, all of them, TV show, Adam West, animated series. Um, I got actually multiple, like three Batman, different like Batman encyclopedia. And I went through them and like just totally educated myself on the entire canon. Which obviously helped. And then that mixed with like the great writing and directing of Gotham with that guidance.
Yeah, exactly.
It was just like so many things I could pull from. It was awesome. It was really an actor's like um, gold mine. There's just so much to draw from, so much inspiration like for the character for the show.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like one person on the show that besides you, because you were absolutely great on Gotham playing Bruce,
Thank you.
but someone else that I really love, like he did an excellent job, was Cameron Monaghan. Is that how you
Mhm.
say his last name?
Yeah, Monaghan.
And
Yeah, he was brilliant.
oh my god, he was so good. Like he played two different roles of twin brothers, Jer- Jeremiah and Jeremiah and Jerome, and like he played them so brilliant. And
Mhm.
the scenes that I love is like the big fight 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 scene with you and Cameron, and then
Mhm.
the scene where he has Bruce Wayne's parents, like he got this couple from the street and brainwashed them into being Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yeah.
Like what 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 scenes did you like working with Cameron on?
All of them. I mean, it was like you said, he's such a brilliant actor, and like also, I don't know if you know this about him, but he's a method actor. So
Yeah.
it's a very unique experience working with a method actor because they just work, you know. So he was fairly quiet on set, kind of kept to himself. Like and the second like he rapped for the day, he was just like the nicest guy, like a great friend. But you know, when we were working, he was kind of kept to himself. Um, and you could see him like rehearsing lines to himself, you know, in a corner somewhere. I remember one time we were rehearsing for a scene, and I didn't know where he was, and I was kind of looking around, but I was just like going in a hallway, and no one else was in the hallway, and he was just like this close to a wall, like
Oh my
standing, just, like
god.
with the biggest smile on his face, just like yeah, it was. But it was really cool, you know, because when you're working with someone that dedicated
Yeah.
to making like to making the scene good, you know, like you feel like a loser if you don't step up your game, you know. So um, it definitely pushed me to like be my very best, and I loved it. I loved every second of it.
Nice. Yeah, like that smile you're talk talking about, like he really did that like creepy joke Joker smile. Like it would I was like, wow.
He killed it. He absolutely killed it.
Yeah, it's a big difference from him playing Ian Gallagher on Shameless.
Mhm. Very different, but that's what a good actor can do.
Oh, definitely, definitely, yeah. And while you were on set for Gotham, are there what what did you learn, and are there any was there anyone on set that you were looking up to?
Absolutely. I was looking up to everybody on set, literally. I was very short when I was on that set. But I think the person that like was a a real father figure to me on the show was Sean Pertwee, who played Alfred, just because we worked together so often. And he got me like I'm a huge hip hop head nowadays, and he's the person
Nice.
who initially like put me onto that. Like loves like Biggie and Mobb Deep, and he was just a great friend over the course of the 5 years, as well as being somebody that I looked up to as an actor, because he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He was trained in proper theater,
Hmm.
British theater school, where they teach you not only how to act but how to fence and how to juggle, and like they go crazy. They know how to do it all. He's like memorized Shakespeare his whole life. So yeah, so working with him was just really, really a blessing. I know I got so much better from that, and yeah, but we just worked together. Like almost every single time that I was on set, he was there too. Over the course of the 5 years, so it was like a great bond that I'll never forget. That I definitely learned so much from. I definitely looked up to him.
Nice, nice, nice. And they actually use like your face and your voice for the cow, right? For the like you weren't in it playing the
It
scenes,
was it
but
was my
they
face. I
did
don't think
use
they
your
ever used my
face.
voice, but yeah, it was my face.
Okay,
Sure.
okay. And sorry,
No worries.
you did you take did you want to take any like props from the set? Like, did they give you anything to bring home?
I I definitely should have taken a little more. I realized after I got home that like other actors did a better job than I did of taking the cool things. But I got some of my costume pieces. Um, I got a nice pair of shoes. What else did I get? I got some Wayne Manor decor. There was this really cool. So I don't know if you remember, but there was this knight, like a full metal knight, in the corner of Wayne Manor, and I really
Mhm.
wanted it. I really wanted to take it home. I asked the producer, and unfortunately, I couldn't take that. But
Oh, that
they did, as
sucks.
a consolation prize, they gave me a Roman. It was a lamp that was on the desk of Wayne Manor. That's in the shape of a Roman like Trojan helmet, like Roman
Nice,
soldier helmet. Yeah, very cool.
nice, nice. And like one of your first films was a horror film that you starred in with with Kevin Bacon,
Mhm.
the the darkness. And like I mean, I know you were a kid then, but like how was it like working with Kevin Bacon on a big horror film like that?
It was great. He's great. Yeah. It was actually funny because he was shooting The Following at Steiner Studios, where we were shooting Gotham for a
Oh
few
wow.
years after we finished that. So like I would often bump into him at Steiner Studios, and yeah, just like he kind of saw me grow up a little bit. Um, but yeah, that was a that was a great movie. I loved it. I loved working with Kevin, another fantastic actor that I've had the blessing, the honor of learning from, working alongside.
Nice. Yeah, Kevin's great because I'm a huge horror fan, and Kevin Bacon's done quite a few horror films, and he nails it like every film that he does. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's good at it.
And
I
so
love
like
The Following too. That was pretty scary.
yes,
One of my
that
favorite
was
shows.
great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And as you know, like I run like a horror site and all that stuff, and every time I bring a guest on, I always ask them if they like horror movies, and if they do, what are some horror movies they like watching?
Um, so I think I haven't seen it in a while, but for sure when I saw it the first time when it first came out, it scared the hell out of me. Like definitely the scariest experience I've had watching a movie. Again, I don't know if it's that scary because I haven't seen it like since I was like 8. But
Okay.
Orphan
Oh my
freaked me
God,
out.
yes,
Yeah, Orphan was
yes.
terrifying for me. Um, Also, what's another one that I like? I mean, The Shining's a classic.
Of
Incarnate's a
course.
really good one. Um, yeah, I think those are some of my favorites. Like now, I want to see Orphan again.
Yeah. I, I'm. I
Do
mean,
you have you seen it recently? Do you remember if it's scary?
like it's more of like a thriller, I think, than horror. I mean, it is scary
Yeah,
in some scenes, and I mean,
I just
for
remember there was like I just remember there's one scene where there's like a frozen lake and the girl's like crawling out of the
yes,
lake. It
yes.
traumatized me. I was so scared. It was really really scary. 8-year-old me like hated that.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, watching a movie like that at your age, like being so young, that would definitely leave a mark.
Yeah, it left a mark for sure. I
And
don't I don't know why that one specifically because I watched horror movies as a kid. Like I remember seeing Sinister when I was
oh
really young.
wow,
It didn't really get me. I don't know. Sinister didn't
really?
scare me
Like
so much. Yeah,
the
I love horror movies though.
Orphan scared
I
you more
watched a lot
than
of them.
Sinister?
What's up?
The Orphan scared you more than Sinister?
Yes, but I also don't remember exactly like how old I was for each. And also my memory is also very unreliable. So I remember Orphan being really scary, but I can't like I said, I can't tell you that means it's scary.
Okay. And I mean, what was crazy with that movie? I mean, without like giving it away for anyone who hasn't seen it, was I never saw the ending coming.
Yeah, no,
Like
definitely not. Definitely not.
that,
It was a big twist.
it was. I was like in shock when I found out what they did and how it ended, and that was like mind blowing. Like I was like, really? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah. It was a good one though. It was a good one. I gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, definitely. And I see you're a big fan of Rick and Morty too, right?
I love Rick and Morty. Season 5 just came out.
Nice. And, like you even have like shirts and stuff because I was looking on your page and I saw you were wearing like one of the shirts.
I have a ton of merch. Look, I have this right here over my desk.
Oh my God,
I love Rick and
nice.
Morty. I have merch everywhere.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that show is so funny.
Yeah. I think I have another meeting in a couple of minutes at
Yeah,
4:30. But if we
okay.
could, yeah, we have a
All
couple
right.
of minutes.
So I'll ask you like a couple more questions and then that's it.
Sure, no
So
problem.
um next is like what what video games do you like playing?
I'm not a big video game guy. I got really into Clash Royale recently, but like just the mobile game.
Yeah.
Um, and I like to play zombies, Call of Duty Zombies with my friends. But yeah, I'm not a huge video game guy.
Okay. Okay.
I played
And
Uncharted 4. That's like the only like story mode that I've like completed fully, and I'm really excited that they're making a movie.
yes, yes. Yeah,
Yeah, because it
that should
came
be
with my
fun.
PlayStation. So when I first got my PlayStation, I was like, all right, I'm ready to go for it.
Nice.
I finished it, but
Nice.
I usually get bored with story modes of games.
Okay. And for anyone who doesn't know, like where can fans find you at? Like what's your pages and stuff?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. David Mazouz on Instagram. I think real David Mazouz on Twitter. And yeah, find me there. Check me out.
Sweet. And final question is what's currently on your playlist?
My playlists. Like I said, I'm huge into rap. So I was actually just making a Stanford Summer playlist with
Sweet.
let me think. We got the Migos represented on there, some Drake, some Travis, some JID. I don't know if you're into rap at all, but um, these are some people that I like.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you again for coming on the show and thanks for taking time out of your day and
Of
everything.
course.
And
Thanks so much for having me.
oh my God, it was so much fun. I always love having you on here as a guest. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope to be back soon.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, man. You too.
Bye.
Bye.